to me, when that question started like coming into my life and my heart and my mind and being presented with priests that I could actually like, oh, their life is stirring something in me. I think what I went to first and foremost is, what will I do without a girl in my life? Like, I didn't think about responsibility of laying my life down and being a husband or a dad. Like, I didn't care. That was not where I was at. Where I was at was like, if I can't kiss a girl, what will my life be like? Like, if I can't, like, what will happen? Like, if I can't like be surrounded by women, what will this be like? And I think it's important because that's not a holy place to be necessarily, but it's literally where the Lord spoke to me. It's how the Lord broke in. My life wasn't asking these beautiful, I want to be a husband, I want to be a dad, I can't wait to hold a kid. I could care less about a kid. And I didn't even think about what it meant to love a woman rightly. That wasn't even in my worldview. But what was in my worldview was like, my female friends meant the world to me. I had a girlfriend of 3.5 years that I was like, I'm digging her a lot. And like, if I have to give her up or someone maybe even better than her in the future, I'm like, are you nuts? Like, I just remember it came with the question of discernment, came with a lot of fear and just like insanity to it. The irony is, I go through the seminary and I'm a priest and I have like way too many female friends. Like, I'm just inundated with like wonderful women in my life. I get to have an intimacy with women that a married man can't have by the nature of his vocation, but because I'm spiritual father and spiritual spouse, I get to hear women's inner lives and hearts that it would be inappropriate for a husband to know that much about all these women, but as an ordained man given to God in the church, it's beautiful and life-giving. And so, yeah, I think what the whole thing started vocationally for me, not in a beautiful place, but just a real place of like, listen, I was a dude in my early 20s who had very little relationship with God and the church, and all of a sudden a priest came into my life, and the way he lived his life made me start thinking, might be a bad idea, but what do I have to, like, dropping my net seemed like a really bad idea. And so having to work through that as I got into the seminary and work through it in the seminary, realizing those longings matter and they have to do with God, and then over time realizing, oh, there is something about being a husband and father mixed into all this. But yeah, I don't think I was thinking in a way that would have sounded like husband and father at the beginning.